Next, we need to add the points of the first game and the points of the second game and display the total points related to the name we gave. Also, it is necessary to display the photo of the respective child along with the mark. Since we need to calculate the total marks of the 5 children separately, we can create 5 variables and calculate the total marks of each child. But if we use repetition and make a variable that increases one by one from 0 to 4, we can calculate the total score more easily. For that, we use a for loop. I drag the code block with a for loop in the control section here. We know that the first element of an array is called the 0 element. Then we need to start the variable from 0 in this for loop. Let's take the variable as I. So this var I equals 0 code block is like this. Next, let's see how much this variable needs to increase from 0. This array has 5 elements as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if increase to 4 is okay. But we can find the number of elements in an array more easily with the code block. For that, I click the list.length code block under variables here. Let's remove list and name the array as friends. Now, since the value of this variable called I needs to increase one by one, here the I++ code block is like this. Next, I assign a sum of each child's score to a variable called total score. For that, I drag a var x equal code block in the variable section here. Let's replace x with total score. I want to add the scores of the 2 games, so I click math and drag a code block with the plus sign here. Here we try to make an equation that can be used to calculate the total score of any child among the 5 children. Gyan's total marks means how to calculate the marks of the 0th child. You need to add the 0th element of the game 2 array to the 0th element of the game 1 array. How to find Aruni's total marks? The first element of game 2 array should be added to the first element of game 1 array. In this way, we can use the same equation to calculate the total scores. If so, let's drag a code block that can indicate the number of elements on both sides of the plus sign. For that, I click variables and drag 2 list 0 box bracket code blocks to either sides of the plus sign. The name of the array is given as game1 to the left side code block and the variable we made to indicate the element is given here as I. In the same way, let's give game2 to the right side and change it to I here. Okay, now the total is calculated.